down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. All I hang around is block boys. In my pocket, that's a knot, boy. Think you hot, but you not, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, stunting.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up? We about to check out the Deadpool and Wolverine cast give us their best poker face over cameo speculations. So this is like, I guess they're doing their press runs for Deadpool and Wolverine. So we're gonna check it out. It's on the Fandango channel. Shout out to Fandango. That's where I get my tickets to go see these movies, these dope ass movies. And I gotta do my movie reviews. I gotta stop playing around. But yeah, we're gonna check it out. And see, see them interact with each other.
I can't wait. I know everyone watching can't wait. So I want to remind all of you can pick up tickets for Wolverine and Deadpool.
I love that you've already changed the title.
I know. I
Your
did
outfit
it wrong.
was
I did it wrong. Let me do that better. Let me do that better. I'm sorry. Let me do that better.
Love it. Thanks so much.
Stop it. Deadpool and
we got it.
Wolverine.
We got
Stop.
it.
This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I'm so ready for this, bro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fandango Big Ticket Interview. I'm Jacqueline Kozy, and I'm here with the cast and filmmakers. I'm so excited to talk to you, gentlemen.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hugh, sir, I'm going to
Yes.
start with you
Sure.
because, listen, I saw Logan. Spoiler alert, you kind of died, retired from the character. I know.
You should see how I find out?
I know. And I never thought I'd get to talk to you about this character in this way. But then I got the teaser trailer with this gentleman here where you just walked up the stairs and said, yeah, sure, Ryan, I'll do it. So I want to know the journey to get to that, yeah,
Wow.
sure. Because I heard it was maybe driving and thinking.
100%.
It was?
I was
Okay.
driving. I was on my way. I was just driving, and literally, just like a bolt of lightning, came this knowing deep in my gut that I wanted to do this film with Ryan, for Deadpool and Wolverine to come back together. And Jacqueline, I swear to you, when I said I was done, I really thought I was done. But in the back of my head, ever since I saw Deadpool 1, I was like, those two characters together, I knew it. I knew the fans wanted it ever since I put on the claws. People talked about these two.
Yes.
So that had always been there, but I just knew, and
Look, I may be a little greedy. But I would at least want him to at least get to Secret Wars, at least interact with the other Marvel characters, and then he can hang it up. He could just be like, I'm done, no more. Like literally, I think this is he could obviously say, I'm done after this, but if he does Secret Wars and the at least if not both Avengers movies, at least Secret Wars. If he's in there interacting with Tobey Maguire and I don't know if Robert Downey's coming back, but whoever else is in that movie, he can hang up the claws in my eyes. But yeah, man, bro. Man, he had to come back. Bro. Like, ain't no way, Ryan's as Deadpool, coming out with these banger Deadpool movies, and you're friends with him, and you're Wolverine. There's no way you're not coming back.
literally couldn't wait to arrive. As soon as I arrived, I rang Ryan.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just said, let's do it. Like, I hadn't rung my agent, no one. It was just like,
Oh, wow. Wow.
I had to ring my agent and said, oh, by the way, I've just committed to a movie.
The year before, he stopped his car, called me, and said, I think you should stop playing Deadpool.
Oh, no, just stop it. No, well.
It was just, it just came, and sometimes in life things come really clearly to you. And when that happens, I've learned you just jump, you go for it.
I'm so glad that you did, because I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, I just peeped. Look, I see the Air. I was just say Air Force. I see your Air Jordans. I see them. I see you rocking out the Air Jordans. Yeah.
Happens, I've learned you just jump, you go for it.
I'm so glad that you did, because I'm so glad to be here. And Ryan, maybe this is something you've been writing like vision boards about for a while, since like the first movie.
Yeah.
And now we're here, but more importantly, we're here with Disney and a hard R. It's like you had to cross so many hurdles to get to this moment, including that.
I feel like Disney had to cross more hurdles.
I mean, facts. But talk about that and getting them to agree to this historic moment for the brand, really.
I hope it doesn't sound condescending. I'm really proud of them for doing this. I think it's a huge step for them. I mean, it adds a whole other color to this kaleidoscopic wheel that is that company and the different people that they have been entertaining for forever. So I was surprised though that they let us, go as, hard R, but very grateful. I mean, there's no other way to do it. I mean, for this character and this world, and particularly, Logan being an R-rated film as well, I felt like that was the most kind of full-throated version of Wolverine or Logan that we've ever seen as well. So it really allowed us a lot of freedom, not exploiting the R rating just to do R-rated stuff, but it really allowing us to kind of do anything and everything in a world where anything and everything is possible.
All three of you are stepping into a bit of history with this, and it already has made history as like one of the biggest trailers at the Super Bowl.
Bro, hands down, greatest thing in history. Get two comic book characters that's been in rated R movies together, that's beloved, and it's under Disney. It's crazy too. Like a rated R Marvel film under Disney. Dang.
Bowl, it's like one of our most anticipated. But Sean, you really are like the first man into space with Disney and hard R. So how hard did you go? Because I know that you and Ryan probably, as both producers and shaping this story, how many Disney jokes are in it is really what I want to know.
Well, I'll never tell, mostly because I do fear for my life. If I spoil, I got a big mouth and they could both beat me up. But we were clear from the get-go. We said, well, if the three of us are going to do this, we got to be truthful to the tone of a Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
And that means we're not softening the edges. And we're going to be audacious and funny and edgy the way I know I, as a fan, want from Logan and from Wade Wilson. And so if you're going to put them together, and I have to say, every time Ryan and Hugh and I went in expecting pushback, we got support. From Kevin, from everyone at Disney. They kind of have trusted us and allowed us to do the version of Deadpool and Wolverine that we feel is best.
And like I said, we've only seen a little bit so far about the film, but everything everyone has seen, they're just so salivating for it. And this is not maybe the first time I'm seeing y'all in person, but I saw y'all all teamed up recently at another event. Let me just say it was inside a chief's room, like a chief's suite. And it was your wife and maybe another lady that a lot of people are wondering might make an appearance in this. And I know you're gonna lie to me right now and not tell me the truth, but
I think we're gonna go with avoidance more than dishonesty.
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
avoidance?
Straight up dishonesty is in the cards for us right now.
But how much have the Swifties been talking to you about Dazzler? Because I know they're in your mentions, because like they were in just like ours on posting the trailer.
Well,
Like,
it's movies like this are, there's so much speculation about so many people that might end up in the film. I mean, I saw one that was convinced Elvis was in the movie. So, anything could happen, and that's sort of what I love about this universe and this world is.
I think she's in the movie, but I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. Surprises.
Yo, you can tell how nervous they are, like just trying to answer these questions, because it's just like, dang, like Disney's got a red dot on my chest right now. Like if I spoil this movie, it's caca. Like you could just tell you could just looking at like how Ryan's trying to answer the questions, or even the director, I think I want to say Sean Levy, but it's something Levy. How he's like answering it too is just like, it's like damn. Like it's like how it was with Endgame and Infinity War with all the other actors who couldn't, like, even though you had something that's like spoiled it, but like I don't know. So not a lot of people gonna like really super believe it, but
The essence of Deadpool.
Okay.
Why don't we segue into your outfit and the color choices?
Yeah, this color combination I find is very biased.
I mean,
Incredibly
I love
biased.
Listen,
You're either a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan or obsessed with Wolverine.
I mean, look, I've loved Deadpool since the very first time I saw him kill the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but me and Wolverine
It's
go
just a
back.
longer-term
It's a
relationship.
longer-term relationship.
Don't leave them hanging. There it is.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I love you both. And look, I love the fact that you guys are bringing back old characters. We already got to see Pyro.
Yeah, I love Deadpool. But Wolverine's always gonna be my guy. Wolverine's always gonna be my guy, bro. I remember the first time I got introduced to Wolverine, I was like, yo, I like this guy. Something about this guy, like, is just he's the one that's willing to go there. He's not a bad person. He's a good person at heart. He just went through a lot of pain and suffering, and I just think he has cooler powers. Like, there's other people who have cooler powers than him, but like, I don't know, for how he is, I always thought he had cool powers. Like, just the whole healing factor, like not even talking about the adamantium claws, but just the healing factor itself. I always thought was cool. Like he just take it there no matter what, and he's just gonna heal. So I don't know. I always fuck with Wolverine.
And that was already something that folks were talking about from the trailer. I'm just gonna name a couple characters, and then y'all can like give me some face on it.
Sure.
Like,
Is that camera gonna like zoom
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and
like,
try
give me
and
a
be like a
little
lie detector
Yeah,
based
yeah.
on our
Right. Here we go.
expressions?
Body
Okay.
language experts.
Yeah.
It's like a game show.
Elektra. Nothing. Okay.
I love Jen Garner, though. We worked with
God,
Jen
what
Garner
a
on
sweet,
Adam
sweet
Project.
human.
Yeah, she's been a
Incredible.
Mystique. Nothing.
The Island?
Yes, I'm gonna do this very last one for the black girls out there. Storm. Now.
I'm gonna answer with a different answer.
I think Hugh Jackman. I don't know. Hugh Jackman hit the way.
Storm. Now.
I'm gonna answer with a different answer. We come to this movie, I definitely come to this movie as a fan.
Yeah.
A fan of the X-Men movies and the Deadpool movies. And so the movie was definitely made with the love of being a fan.
I have
Okay.
a pair of running shoes. They're Asics running shoes that are an X-Men edition, but I have the Storm ones.
Oh.
Every time I put them on, it's a little salute to Halle Berry.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I feel like I've done myself proud since I cosplayed as Storm, like literally at age 6, because we all love
Wow.
Storm. Yeah, we definitely love our Storm. Ryan, I love that this film is going to be one of the big summer movies, and it's going to be a theatrical movie. It's going to get people out to the theater, and I know you're very committed to the theatrical experience. I mean, we're here at Fandango. I'd love for you to tell folks what it is about a Deadpool movie that seeing it in that communal atmosphere is why they have to see it.
Oh, I mean, I will, as long as until I finally close my eyes to this weird and wacky world, I will never forget the first time I sat in a movie theater for Deadpool 1. It was just a fan screen. It was just, all the folks that would normally go see this movie. It wasn't like a fancy premiere. We've never done that with Deadpool. We've always invited the fans in to watch it with us for the first time.
That's cool.
I've never experienced joy, elation, a sense of community like that in a movie theater ever. And it's an experience unlike those kinds of experiences you want to share with everyone else. You want to feel that laughter and that warmth and the emotion in that room. And I feel like Deadpool 1 was a bit of a curiosity. Deadpool 2 felt like a real proof of concept that there's something really. And then this one I think is the culmination of those. Except we get to join forces with a legacy that is unlike anything else, which is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. 24 years, is that what we're talking? I mean, look, these characters you change different actors sometimes for the character. This guy is you can't replace him.
Wow.
There's one Wolverine and one and only.
Yeah, but I'll jump in and say there's also only one Deadpool.
True.
That's what
And
it's
I will
so
tell
fun.
you,
The day is young.
like, if
Yeah.
audiences feel 1 ounce of what I felt every day, which is it's Wolverine and Deadpool, it's these guys as their most legendary, iconic characters at the top of their game, and together, it's just audience delight. I felt it every day at work, and hopefully that's what comes
I
across
remember
on screen.
the first day that Hugh and I were in a scene together in the movie, and we had to sort of walk down this kind of road together, and we were standing side by side. I remember a bunch of, I've never had this in my life, a bunch of crew members came up and one said that was the best day of my life.
I mean,
So you realize how much seeing those two guys together, seeing Ketchup and Mustard together up on the big screen means to people, and it's something we don't take lightly at all, you know. So we're very careful when we're talking about, in the movie certainly, when we're talking about legacy of Wolverine. I mean, we shit all over Deadpool's legacy. It's fine. We're very careful with that one and how it
Wolverine does,
relates
yeah.
to these characters.
I have to say, remembering what you said about seeing Deadpool 1, our very good friend Tom Rothman, who was running Fox at the time, who's now at Sony, but Tom said, make sure, Hugh, when this movie opens, you go to a cinema.
Yeah.
And I went to Times Square here at 9 p.m. and I sat in the back. Actually, it was packed, so I sat on the stairs. I had a baseball cap on. And I'm from Australia, where in the cinema it's a little more subdued. I couldn't believe what was going on. The cheering, the yelling, the booing, the hissing, the comments. And so the idea that this summer these two characters are going to come together, we will be hiding somewhere in some
Oh, yeah.
cinema,
I
maybe
can't
not
wait.
even hiding, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, that's gonna be dope as fuck. Like, to make a movie that everybody like is going to see, like, forget like who the characters are, just a movie like that where people can go and you made the movie and then you just sneak in, sit in the back, and since you already made the movie and seen like the first time it's been made, you already know what's gonna happen. Sometimes not a lot of actors get to do that, but like I know like they'll go the first day to see it and see it all together, but like just to see everyone, like, that's gotta be a great feeling, just to see everybody else around you enjoy the movie and is happy about it, cheering, you know, booing at the bad guy, all this other stuff, and they're just enjoying the film that you made. That must be like, that's gotta be a great feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that these guys care about these characters, and this director cares about the X-Men and Deadpool. This makes me just want to, like, is even more excited for the movie, and just to hear how much they really like care about it, even though they can't talk that much about it. It says a lot. It says a lot. So like I really hope Marvel looks at this and hire people who care about these characters, care about the story they're telling, care like I heard Kevin Feige like say that they're pushing more quality instead of quantity, and I'm happy for that, because these stories, these characters deserve like great stories and like a great, like, I keep saying, like, great, like, storytelling and great backing to these movies. Like they like, I keep saying fuck, you say like my bad, but look, these characters just deserves great storytelling, great quality to the story that they're telling, and you know, us fans deserve it. So like, I'm happy something like this is coming out, so it could show, like, I look like I'm blurry as fuck, so that Marvel can like really look at what they're doing and like take a step back and like, look, this is some that's radar and so great. We need to go back to our roots, go back to how we were doing things and improve, like how we improved before, boom, but how we gotta go back and work our way from there with the knowledge that we, you know, gathered. So my bad, let's go.
No, but that's the great joy, is
Over here.
that
Yeah.
magic that happens when a few hundred strangers come together in the dark and go through something together.
Together.
And it's also wish fulfillment certainly for audience members, but it's wish fulfillment for me too. I mean, this is something I've wanted since the jump, since the get-go. And in Deadpool 2, you know, there's a coda where I say in the after credits that you're gonna hang up your claws one day. It's gonna make a lot of people very sad. But also your old pal Wade's gonna show up one day and ask you to go on one more ride. And when he does, say yes. And I just love that this film actually makes good on that.
And you said yes. I also love the inspirations that you guys have already talked about that you have for this. Like, when I heard that 48 Hours, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles were sort of like big inspirations. Talk about how much of a buddy sort of adventure this really is, Hugh, if you can preview a little bit of how this is more than the bromance.
We're both literally, both of us like,
If you could,
Ryan, we're just checking if it's okay.
Yeah,
Tease us
go
a little
have
bit.
at it.
I mean, you did say it is a buddy thing, and we know it's Deadpool and Wolverine, so we have to assume you're either in it together, against each other, maybe a little found.
Wrong.
It's
wrong.
But it's not, it can't, just the word buddy doesn't encapsulate all there is. Because that just implies good times with two guys having the best time together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's
it is
just
not
say-
that.
No,
It is not that.
But 48 hours, I was 10 minutes in to watching Deadpool 1. And I was at a screening that Ryan had set up for me, so it was before, and I had just made the announcement. We had not shot Logan, but I'd made the announcement, this is it, this is the last one. And I remember being 10 minutes in, and all I kept seeing was Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, and I was like, oh, I just said it. So it was there, and then I shoved that one down.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're pretty.
is that well dodged?
No,
that
I
was
think you did that. Well, I mean, we're very, very liberally borrowing from I think the tones of some of the great buddy films ever made. I mean, if you think about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the first thing you think about is it's a very funny movie. It's a comedy, but it's also like a heartbreaking movie. I mean, it's a performance by John Candy, which is I've had a lifelong obsession with that man, and that movie is proof in the pudding right there. I mean, it's so difficult to kind of execute those tones, and that's the sort of Empyrean heights with which we're kind of aspiring to here, is that it's hysterical and completely unexpected at times, and we do some really, really wild stuff in this film, but there's also an emotional core and a backbone to it that allows us and facilitates us to be able to do all those other fun things.
I will have to say we wouldn't be here, obviously, without all of your.
I'm sorry, but if you really look at the first Deadpool 1 and 2, they really have heart. They have heart to it, like, other than like, cause this when I hear how he explains this, it sounds good, and he's explaining what both Deadpool movies that came out had, which was heart. The first one was him and his girl, and it was like I think that one came out like around Valentine's Day, I think, right? But that, like, him and his girl, love, stopping the bad guy to get his girl back. Second one, his girl died, him having grief and getting over that grief by taking care of a kid who's going through struggles, and he's a mutant, and going through all of that, and then and Deadpool is sacrificing himself, and then now you got this, which is the buddy cop film with Wolverine, who he's going through his shit, and Wade is probably gonna be going through his shit in the movie too, and they're gonna come together, and you can get that funny funny Marvel Wolverine and Deadpool like magic we do, but like there's gonna be something deeper that's holding all of it together. So I fuck with the Deadpool movies, man. That's like, yeah, you got the jokes and references and all that, but it's really a good movie that tells stories, both 1 and 2.
Your hard work, but really, if we talk about Deadpool, it was the fans. From the leaked footage through the success of each film, the fans have been with you. They've already said that this is their most anticipated movie of the year and of the summer. I would like you, if you could, to give a little tease of what fans are going to be most maybe surprised to see in this one. Just like a little, maybe a one-word adjective, maybe a little idea that they may not expect when they said, we're going to get Deadpool and Wolverine together, but they're going to be very happy that it's there. And I'll let either Sean, Ryan, any of y'all, Hugh, answer it.
I don't know that I can do it in one word,
Okay,
but just to
do it.
piggyback on what Ryan said, Wade Wilson and Logan are built to not get along, right? From the comic books forward, these are two characters who are really constructed in a way that's going to drive the other crazy, especially Logan. Would really, really find Wade a pain in the ass. But the relationship and this kind of journey goes places that are unexpected. So it's audacious. There's sick action for sure.
Yeah.
But the relationship and that kind of the way that two-hander evolves, I think will be surprising to people.
One thing that was important to us was to shoot this film in natural environments, and I think that also sort of
practical
crosses over to our friendship, our collective, three of us, our collective friendship, how we interact with each other as well. It's a kind of a bit of a no bullshit policy. We're trying to sort of always have that imbued in the aesthetic of the movie as well, and you know, in a world where when you're on green screens and sound stages where anything is possible, it really allowed us to make a movie where necessity is the mother of invention at all times. So you're always constantly writing, rewriting, changing, thinking in the moment, you know, pivoting, and that's the thing I think I loved most about making this movie, especially under the Marvel Cinematic Universe banner.
Well, that's what's crazy, right? Where now it's the first Deadpool and Wolverine movie as part of the MCU. But to Ryan's point, we've been friends for many years. So this wasn't, oh, go to work and make an MCU movie. This was go to work with your brothers and therefore feel loose enough to try stuff. And some of it sucked, right? But some of it...
Which no one will ever see.
Right. But the stuff that stumbled into maybe good and sometimes great, the fact that we were willing and comfortable making idiots of ourselves because we're friends offset, I think that allowed for some experimentation and some surprises that make the movie better.
Okay, I've been thinking about what to say. The fans.
I was just buying you time.
Yes.
No, I'm glad, because there's a lot of things, fans are going to be very happy. And I've spoken with fans around the world for 24 years. So I feel I have a connection, and I always love talking to them, and they're very honest. Have always been honest, and I've heard not great things about what I've done. I've heard good things. There's going to be a lot of happiness. But the thing I want to impress on the fans the most is, from the moment I read the script that Ryan and Sean wrote, there was a love of Wolverine, like a taking care of Wolverine, and also a desire to give runway to the character that we'd never had before, to express parts of him that we'd never been able to do before. And something about this dynamic of these two characters, you fans will see a different side, and I know from what they've told me that they're going to be like, yes.
Well,
How's that?
Nice.
That was awesome.
Perfect.
And
Stuck the
thank
landing.
you.
Well, thank you all very much, and I can't wait. I know everyone watching at home can't wait, so I'll remind all of you, you can pick up tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine at Fandango.
Nice, bro. I like that. See, I like when you come into Marvel, and even even DC, when you come into some like superhero films that, like, especially superheroes I really like, I want you to go in loving the character, like if you know, like, stuff you know, and you're willing to learn even more, and really put in to, like, I just love that. No, we got, and I was right, it was Sean Levy. So I love that Sean Levy really cares about this, and we're just lucky enough that Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Reynolds are good friends, and they really care about Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're taking care of this to make this great film. That's the most anticipated movie of the year. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed watching these. Well, it was in another video, but watching these trailers and these and this, basically this press run, this interview with Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman. I'm looking forward to watching Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and till next time. Deuces.